The newly appointed head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Eric Sekuchel, has finally decided on the players to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against the Mavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Latest from Ethan Nwaneri's nationality switch. Is he going to switch his allegiance to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria or declare his readiness to play for the Three Lions of England? I have all the latest details for you in this particular video. Latest from the camp of Nigeria women national teams. But before I plunge into the intricacies of all these stories, if you are new on this platform, this is a new platform that we are all building together. So wherever you are watching me from, do also subscribe to the channel, click on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to like the video. Please like the video, and share to other social media platforms. My name still remains Solomon Kwejo Asante, your only nomenclature with the Engineers Philosophy in Sports. As usual, the only Ghanaian who has declared his support for the Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of their 2025 AFCON tournament. The Nigerian name given to me on this platform is Solomon Chukwueze'S. Do well to leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts after my presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's delve into the stories. And starting with is a camp of Nigeria women football teams. And let me start from the oldest to the youngest. And the oldest is the Super Falcons. The Super Falcons have retained or maintained their status as Africa's best women's national team in the latest FIFA Women's World Ranking. And I'm going to talk about the top 6 performing Africa women national teams and their respective positions in the world's table or the world's ranking as it is from the latest FIFA Women's World Ranking. And the first country to talk about, the first in Africa, is Nigeria. Nigeria, the Super Falcons, is 36th in the world. Second in Africa is South Africa, 54th in the world. Morocco is third in Africa, 60th in the world. Zambia, 4th in Africa, 64th in the world. The Black Queens of Ghana, 5th in Africa, 65th in the world. And Cameroon, 6th in Africa, 66th in the world. So that is the latest FIFA Women's World Ranking coming up. And that is it for the Super Falcons. They are really performing and they've maintained the status as the best or Africa's best women national team when it comes to playing football on the field of play. And that is it. A good news for Nigeria and the Super Falcons. Let me move from the oldest to the youngest. And the youngest is Nigeria's under-17 girls. That is the Flamingos. The Flamingos will be locking horns with South Africa women under-17. And it's going to be a crucial encounter. And this is going to be the first leg of the second round of the 2025 World Cup qualifiers in Africa. And this World Cup, the 2025 one, is scheduled to be played or to be hosted by Morocco from the 17th of November to the 8th of October 2025. And that is it. Is the Flamingos going to qualify to this major tournament, or South Africa this time around is going to make it out? It's going to be a crucial encounter. Let me give you the details of how the game will be played tomorrow at the Lucas Masterpieces Moripe Stadium in South Africa. The exact time for the game in Nigeria is 2 p.m. When you are watching it from South Africa, it's going to be 3 p.m. because South Africa is 1 hour ahead of Nigeria. When you're in Ghana, it's going to be 1 p.m. because Nigeria is an hour ahead of Ghana, and that is it. 1 p.m. in Ghana, 2 p.m. in Nigeria, and 3 p.m. in South Africa. Upon the arrival of Flamingos, they met with the legendary Samuel Eto'o, who is the president of the Cameroon Football Federation, at the OR Tambo International Airport early on Thursday. That is where he shook hands with the young ladies and also departed with words of encouragement that they should go all round to battle and face South Africa national under-17 girls. At the end, he's wishing them the very best of luck in their encounter against South Africa national under-17 girls. Let's have a look of how things transpire between the legendary Samuel Eto'o and the Flamingos from Nigeria. So please keep it logged on this platform. We'll be giving you the highlights of how the game will be going to be between the Flamingos and South Africa national under 17 girls. It's going to be a crucial encounter. So just keep it logged on Sports Filler. Let me move from women football to men's football, and that is to the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The reports coming in is that the newly appointed head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Eric Sekuchel, has finally decided on the players to represent or feature for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in their upcoming World Cup qualifying matches against the Amavubi of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Nigeria will be playing the Amavubi of Rwanda on the 21st of March 2025 at the Amahoro Stadium. And 4 days later, they will be hosting them at the Gosrio Apabio Stadium in Uyu. That is going to be another titanic encounter between Nigeria and the Warriors of Zimbabwe. And from the camp, we all know that the Nigerian Football Federation made list of 39-man provisional squad, saying that the number will be trimmed to 23 players after having a look of the various games that will be played over the weekends as to how the players were being selected from these various leagues. And that is going to be how the players are going to be announced at the final man squad to go in for these encounters. So we are just waiting that over the weekends, just after, maybe from Monday onwards, you'll see Nigeria's final man squad to face Zimbabwe and Rwanda, as we are all waiting for how things will be going from Eric Sekuchel and his men, as in the technical team, ready, gearing up for these encounters. And the reports coming in, let me say, I can make strong indications that they are going to trim the man squad to 24 or 25 as compared to the earlier reports from the Nigerian Football Federation being 23-man squad. I have gathered reports, and the reports that I have gathered is coming from the extent that 15 of these 39 players were being given provisional letter as of invitation, and the remaining 24 players were directly being handed the call-up. So their invitations were direct invitations, and the remaining 15, their invitations were provisional ones. That is what is coming in. And these players that they've been given the direct invitation, they've even added their flight tickets to it, that they should fly directly from their various clubs to Kigali to make the preparations or start everything in order to gear up for the game against Rwanda. And we are waiting to see these players around the 17th to 18th of this very month so that they can gear up, prepare very well, have 3 to 4 training sessions before the encounter with the Amavubi of Rwanda. So that is the reports coming in. They've already made the decision, and the decision is that they've handed call-ups to about 24 players. That is direct invitation. And the remaining 15 players had their call-up in a provisional invitation. So for them, they are going to be on the standby list. And I can say that 4 to 5 players will be put on the standby list. That is a report coming in. Another exclusive from the squad list is that 2 star players, Victor Boniface and Samuel, might have the potential of withdrawal from the squad if they don't improve on their performance coming days with their respective clubs. That is going to be it. That is for Biofor Leverkusen and AC Milan, because their performances to Eric Chell is quite not something he's going to accept. If that is the case, he's going to replace them with Nathan Teller and that's of the new boy, Anthony Dennis. That is the latest and the reports coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. On this note, let's look at their performances for their various clubs this season and also how they've performed for the Super Eagles of Nigeria previously. Let me start with that of Victor Boniface. Victor Boniface, this season in all competitions, he has played 20 games, scored 10 goals, and provided 1 assist for Biofor Leverkusen. And that's of Nigeria. He had his debut on the 10th of September 2023. Victor Boniface has played 11 games for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, scored just a goal and assisted once. And the 1 goal was an international friendly match, which is not the best from Victor Boniface. Let's look at that of Samuel. Samuel has played 29 games this season for AC Milan, scored 5 goals and provided 1 assist. The comparison here is that Victor Boniface is a centre forward and that of Samuel is a winger. He can play as a right or left winger, and that is what is coming in. He had his debut for the Super Eagles of Nigeria on the 20th of November 2018. So far, from my successes and records, he has played 42 games for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, scored 6 goals, and provided 2 assists. So doing the comparison, you could see that their national team performances so far for the Super Eagles have not been an impressive ones as compared to their club levels. That is what Eric Sekuchel and his technical team are contemplating on, as to which players could best be fit as compared to that of Victor Boniface. There's a time you also have to juxtapose, as in contrast and compare, to know as to their replacement will be the very best when they are coming in for the matches against Rwanda and Zimbabwe, because they are top matches for Nigeria and have tagged these matches as must-win matches for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So that is the latest coming in from the Super Eagles of Nigeria squad list, as to which players are going to make it or as which players are not going to make it. Now let me move on to nationality switch. Nwaneri, I've spoken a lot about this young player on this platform. The reports coming in is that his international future is wide open, having been eligible to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the 3 Lions of England, according to multi-award winning Nigerian journalist Shina Oludari. Family source close to this midfielder, Nwaneri, has revealed that he is ever ready to make his international future to any of the national teams. Who comes first? That is it. So who is going first? Is it going to be Nigeria? Have they pursued? Or is it going to be the 3 Lions of England? Have they also pursued? So that is the latest coming in from the camp of Nwaneri. He is ever ready to make his debut for whichever national team that comes first. And on this development, it has put the Nigerian Football Federation alert, because they are ready to strengthen the Super Eagles of Nigeria with top talents of Nigerian descent. So they'll be going in for Nwaneri. Are they going in? Let me read the exact post of Shina Oludari, this multi-award winning Nigerian journalist. These were the exact words from his post. A family source close to Arsenal star Nwaneri tells me that the youngster will honor whichever country, Nigeria or England, approaches him first. What is the NFF waiting for? That is what he's saying. What is the Nigerian Football Federation waiting for? I've spoken extensively, thoroughly, and completely about who he is and how he can help Nigeria survive or move on, prosper in their subsequent matches. That is what I've spoken about Nwaneri, and I'm not going to talk much about him, but I can just buttress or authenticate with this season performance for Arsenal, the Gunners. He has played 27 matches, he has scored 8 goals and provided 1 assist this season. He's a very young guy who is ready to switch his allegiance to the Super Eagles of Nigeria or declare his readiness for the 3 Lions of England. So that is it, and the news coming in. Before I take a leave of you, let me add the report that came in that Victor Boniface and Samuel Chukwueze'S are facing the prospects of getting dropped from Eric Sekucheli's final squad to face Rwanda and Zimbabwe. And that was through Ade Emmanuel. The report suggests, and let me read it out for you to get the clear words of how he put them and how it's going to happen. He said the duo of Victor Boniface and Samuel are facing the prospects of getting dropped from the squad of the senior national team of Nigeria when the list is trimmed to 23. I've spoken about this as to whether it's going to be 23, 24, or 25, because I've spoken about the number of players who had direct invitation and their plane tickets have already been booked, and that is it for them in order to just fly straight to Kigali to prepare for their game against Rwanda before that of Zimbabwe. He continued by saying, unless their situation at club level improves in the coming days, they could be dropped. They could be dropped. It's not certainty, it's a possibility. So they could be dropped is a possibility, with coach likely going for Nathan Teller and new boy Anthony Dennis in their position. And that is it. Anthony Dennis plays for Göztepe in the Turkish Premier League, same as Nathan Teller plays for Bayer Leverkusen in Bundesliga. And that is it from Ade Emmanuel. He brought in the reports, so I needed to read it to you to buttress my point as to where the source and where the news is coming from. And that is it from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, before I take a leave of you, I have to give you special shout out. Special shout out to my cherished viewers. I know the names will be quite complicated in my mouth, but I have to say it as I see and understand and can pronounce. Patrick, God bless you. We really love you on this platform. Faustina Yabua, God bless you. We love you on this platform. And this is from Namdi Richie. Namdi Richie. God bless you. Okay. Ola, God bless you. I can't add a name. It will be quite complicated for me. Say the Momo, God bless you. I like you all. And Wilson Water, God richly bless you on this platform. As usual, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Let's meet in the next one. It's bye for now.